10 unspoken rules in the K-pop industry that everyone know but shut up about it. Even a K-pop hater will agree with this. Rule 1. New K-pop groups have to live in their seniors' shadow for years, until they get their own moment. Welcome to the shadow game. No matter how talented or hype your new group is, you're basically born into someone else's spotlight, and you gotta wait your turn. Look at Blackpink and 2NE1. For years, 2NE1 ruled as the fierce girl group pioneers. Then Blackpink came out, but they still had to respect 2NE1's legacy. No wild moves, no stealing thunder, just quietly building their own fan base while the OGs held the crown. Same with Baby Monster, a newer YG rookie group. They've got insane potential, but do you think fandom gonna let them jump ahead of Blackpink anytime soon? Nope. They have to stay in the background, perfect their craft, and wait for the moment the fandom and K-pop industry decides it's time to let them shine. That's the K-pop industry's unwritten rule. Respect seniority. You don't debut, then immediately outshine the legends. That's how you make enemies, lose support, and get buried faster than your comeback teaser. This shadow doesn't just block the spotlight. It shapes the group's whole career path. Companies use it as a safety net, letting new groups develop slowly under the wings of their seniors. Fans expect it too. Nobody likes a rookie group coming out swinging like they invented K-pop yesterday. So, if you're watching a new group and think, why haven't they blown up yet? It's probably because they're still in the shadow, but don't get it twisted. Once the seniors pass the torch, these rookies can explode overnight. The shadow's just their training ground. 2. The maknae must be protected. If you're the youngest in a K-pop group, congratulations, you've just unlocked the precious baby status. Doesn't matter if you're taller than everyone, stronger, sassier, or even more talented. The moment the age ranking drops, you're the maknae, and there's an unspoken law in K-pop. The maknae must be protected at all costs. It's like a silent group contract. It's the role. The youngest is expected to be the sunshine, the chaotic puppy, the lovable brat, the baby, no matter how grown they are. Even fans catch on quick. Don't come for our maknae, we will fight. And honestly, companies lean into it. They train the youngest to have extra ajo, give them baby nicknames, and toss them into the spotlight during variety shows with awe moments. Why? Because fans eat it up. Maknae privilege is real. 3. Scandals hit harder if you're a girl. Here's the ugly truth no one likes to admit, but everybody sees. Female idols get roasted way harder for scandals than male idols ever do. A guy gets caught smoking? Appa's going through a tough time. Let him breathe. A girl gets caught smoking? She's a disgrace to the industry, to womanhood, and probably ruined the crops. And it's not just smoking. Dating rumors? A male idol gets shipped harder, a female idol gets death threats. He's a player. She's ungrateful. He deserves love. She's ruining the group's image. He's still working hard for fans. She betrayed the fandom. Even the way the media handles it is different. The industry still expects female idols to be pure, perfect, quiet, graceful, and scandal-proof. And if they show any cracks, boom, judgment, instantly. So, what do most girl idols do? They stay silent, they over-apologize, they smile through it, because they know. In K-pop, the double standard is alive and kicking in heels. The unspoken rule: if you're a girl in K-pop, you don't just avoid scandals, you avoid anything that could look like one. 4. Female K-pop haters are way more toxic than male haters. Look, it's no secret that some people don't like K-pop. Some guys, they don't care much. They scroll past it, shrug, maybe joke about it with friends, but they mostly leave it alone. They're like, K-pop looks stupid and gay? Maybe they leave a few troll comment, but they don't hate. But female haters, that's a whole different beast. Just look at the hate storms around idols like Wonyoung or Jennie. The vast majority of those keyboard warriors, women. And not just casual dislike. Straight up toxic, mean-spirited, sometimes downright obsessive hate. Jealousy? Probably part of it. But it's deeper. It's about competition, insecurity, and the way some women are taught to tear each other down instead of build up. In a world where K-pop idols represent confidence, beauty, and success, sometimes the hate isn't just about the idol, but about what they symbolize. Perfect skin, the killer stage presence, the fans screaming their names. It triggers something. This kind of hate isn't casual or just joking. It's personal, it's relentless, and it often comes with detailed analyses of every little flaw or mistake the idol makes, as if that's a personal mission. Meanwhile, male haters are usually troll male K-pop idol in the internet and say they're all look gay or something like that, but female hater toward idol are just so pure hatred. 5. Dark-skinned K-pop idols are not popular in Korea. If you follow K-pop fandoms closely, Korean fans are still not fond of dark-skinned K-pop idols yet. And sure, international stans might hype them up on Twitter or say, finally, a visual who looks like me. But in Korea, that hype barely exists. Korean fans just aren't checking for dark skin. No matter how talented you are, vocals, dance, rap, charisma, if your skin tone doesn't match that soft, pale aesthetic, K-pop keeps pushing. You're already fighting an uphill battle. And the industry knows this. That's why so many idols get whitening treatments, use tone-up creams, get their photos edited to death, or are told to stay out of the sun like it's some kind of enemy. You ever wonder why most dark-skinned idols aren't actually dark? They're just slightly tan. And even they get called exotic or different, like that's a compliment. 6. Western media hates on K-pop boy groups, but love and adore K-pop girl groups. This one's a wild ride, but it's true. Western media tends to treat K-pop boy groups like they're aliens, but give girl groups a way easier pass. You'll notice it. Whenever a boy group shows up at a big event in Europe or the US, there's often awkward moments, weird side eyes, or even outright booing. It's like they're saying, who invited these guys? What's going on here? The crowd sometimes looks confused, uncomfortable, or just not ready. It's hard to watch. But when a girl group rolls up, suddenly they're fashion icons, trendsetters, the new queens of pop. Western media fawns over their style, calls them empowering, and writes glowing articles about their music and influence. Why? Maybe because girl groups fit more easily into Western pop's existing molds, fierce, fashionable, and empowering, while boy groups' high-energy choreography, synchronized moves, and fan-driven fandom culture sometimes clash with Western expectations of masculinity. Or maybe it's just the unfamiliarity and stereotypes that Western media can't shake when it comes to male K-pop idols. Whatever the reason, boy groups often get the short end of the stick, treated like outsiders, mocked, or ignored, even when they're killing it on stage. Meanwhile, girl groups get the royal treatment and sometimes even crossover success. It's frustrating to watch, but it's an unspoken reality. 7. A fandom can ruin or save you. Let's get one thing straight. In K-pop, your biggest weapon and your biggest weakness is your fandom. These people can take you from who is that to global it girl in 6 months flat. They stream your fan cams, defend your every breath, and memorize your baby pictures like it's finals week. And the same fandom that carried you up can drop you faster than a pre-order photo card. Seriously, fandoms are powerful, like scary powerful. They can sell out your album in seconds, trend your name worldwide, even force companies to apologize or change a debut plan. But if you get on their bad side, they will cancel you harder than a group project, flaker. Some idols survive scandals because their fandom refused to let go. Others disappear forever because their fans ghosted them when it got messy. 8. K-pop fans couldn't care less about idols' family or friends. Here's something you'll notice if you dive deep into K-pop fandoms. Fans are mostly here for the idol, not their family, friends, or personal squad. When an idol drops a pic with a bestie or introduces a family member on social media, half the fandom is like, cool, but why are we seeing this? Or even worse, rolling their eyes and saying, stop dragging your friends into this. This is your spotlight, not theirs. Some fans get protective or possessive. They want to see only the idol, not their real-life connections who might mess up the image, leak something, or just distract from the idol's shine. It's not hate, it's boundary setting. Fans want their fave to stay mysterious and focused. They don't want drama from friends or family. They want the perfect, polished idol, not the messy real world. And honestly, companies know this too. That's why idols' personal lives are often kept on lockdown. 9. World tour in K-pop usually means just USA, Japan, and maybe one other country. Let's get something out of the way. When K-pop idols say they're going on a world tour, don't imagine them performing in every single country across every continent. Nope, the World and K-pop World Tour basically boils down to a handful of places, usually the US, Japan, and sometimes a quick stop in Southeast Asia or Europe. That's it. It's not that companies don't want to reach these places. It's just, logistically, it's a nightmare. Plus, those markets don't yet generate enough profit to justify the expensive tours. So instead, they focus on the big cash cows. Japan alone often takes up a huge chunk of tour stops because of how massive the K-pop fandom is there. The US, the gateway to the global mainstream dream. After that, it's kinda if we have time and money. 10. Cancel culture in Korea is way more legit and scarier than in the West. Think cancel culture is tough in the West? Wait till you see how it plays out in Korea. It's on a whole different level. In K-pop and Korean society, One tiny mistake can lead to massive backlash, and we're not just talking about angry tweets. We're talking career-ending, life-derailing consequences. A misunderstood comment, a past photo, or even a rumor can blow up faster than you can say apology video. Once canceled, idols don't just get called out. They get blacklisted, lose endorsements, get dropped by their company, and sometimes even face real-life threats. There's no second chance culture like you might see in some Western circles. Forgiveness is rare, and the court of public opinion is ruthless. Pressure to be perfect? Insane.